Good morning, children. Today we will start our next chapter Experiments with Water. So let us start. Aisha was waiting for dinner. Today, Ammi was making her favorite food puri and spicy potatoes. Aisha watched as her mother rolled out the puri and put it in the hot oil. She saw that the first puri sank to the bottom of the pan. As it puffed up, the puri came up and started floating on the oil. You can see that first puri sank into the oil, and when it puffed up, it came on the top of the oil. On seeing this, Aisha took some dough and rolled into a ball. She flattened it and put it in a bowl of water. Alas, it sank to the bottom and stayed there. Now, think what would happen if Aisha put a puffed puri in a bowl of water. Would it sink or float? Children, let us check whether it will sink or float. We saw that the puffed puri will float on water. Now we will check whether steel plate and spoon will float on water or not. Children, here we saw that steel plate floats on the water, whereas spoon will sink in the water. Now let us check, would the cap of a plastic bottle sink or float on water? Here we saw that cap of a plastic bottle will float on the water. In the evening, Aisha went for a bath. She had just come out when her mother called. Aisha, you have dropped the soap in the water again. Take it out and put it in the soap cage. Aisha was in a hurry and the soap case fell out of Aisha's hand. It started floating on the water. Aisha gently put the soap in the soap case. She saw that the case continued to float even with the soap in it. Here we saw that the soap case continued to float even we kept soap inside the case. Children, have you seen that some things float on the water while others sink? Like we did this activity and find out the plate float on the water whereas the spoon sank into the water. The poem here raises such questions. A wooden boat in water will float, but a needle will sink. Why does this happen? Let me think. An iron ship will also float, though it's much heavier than my boat. But a needle, light as a leaf, thin as a pin, will sink right in. Why does this happen? Let me think.